Today we're going to talk about the 9 biggest mistakes that small businesses make with their SEO. It's going to be a good one. So granted, there are probably a million things that you could do to improve your SEO and things that you should be looking at, but these are 9 high-level areas where small businesses could definitely make an improvement with their overall SEO strategy. So number 1 is standing still when your competition is not. Let's say that you are in a field where you have competitors that are really being aggressive about SEO, optimizing their site, publishing content, just going all in with their marketing efforts. You might have ranked number 1 5 years ago or 10 years ago, but you're really kind of hands off. You're down in the trenches each day doing the work, but you're not really concentrating on marketing or doing anything with your website. Well, what happens over time is your competition increases the quality of their sites. Your site kind of stays the same. And you gradually start slipping down the ranks a little bit at a time. And then all of a sudden you're on page 2 or 3 or page 10, and there's 20 competitors ahead of you in your space. So you need to be thinking about how you can improve all the time. So that brings me to number 2, which is not making time to publish. Marketing is something that you're never going to find time for. I've had people ask me variations on this question a ton of times. How do you find time to create content or do any of these marketing efforts and still run a business? Well, the answer is that you've got to budget time for it. You've got to make time. You've got to make it a priority. Everybody is the same 24 hours, but everybody has different excuses of why things don't get done. Bluntly speaking, you've got to make marketing a priority, and if you don't make time to publish content, whether it's a YouTube video like this one, whether it's a blog post, and then sharing it out to various social networks, you've got to make time to publish content. Otherwise, you're not going to get the maximum effects of SEO. Each page, each video is another opportunity for you to rank. So make time to publish content. It's very important. That leads into mistake number 3, which is viewing SEO as a one-time event. Now, I imagine a lot of us want to think that SEO is like taking a handful of SEO dust and sprinkling it on the website, and then we're all done with it for another 5 years. But SEO doesn't work like that. It's really a continual thing. And like I mentioned before, your competition is taking time to continually improve their site. They're publishing new content. They're thinking about ways that they can improve the user experience. They're doing outreach to their partners, their strategic alliances, getting links from them. They're getting published in industry magazines. They're building up press for their company. So SEO is not a one-time event. It's something that you need to be thinking about each and every week, if not every day. That brings me to number 4, which is not building links for your website. Now, a lot of SEO problems can be solved with content, but a large part of it has to do with building links as well. If website number 1 over here has 27 links to it, and then website number 2 over here has 27,000 links pouring into it from hundreds of different websites that are related to that industry, which website do you think Google is going to look at more favorably? If you answered website number 2, then you answered correct. And that means that you need to be thinking of link opportunities, which in a lot of cases is preceded by really great content. If you don't have content, you're not going to rank, you're not going to get links. If you're not building up relationships within your industry, reaching out to strategic partners for links, getting listed in relevant directories or other places where your customers are going to be hanging out, then you're not going to be building up link equity. You're not going to be building up page rank for your website, and this is something that you want to do. It's still very important. Okay, now we're going into number 5, which is neglecting other marketing channels. And this is all about building your brand. Now, your website is very awesome. It should always be the center of the universe when it comes to your marketing efforts. It's always going to be home base. but you need to be marketing in other channels as well. And this could be social channels. Go on Instagram, go on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, whatever it is. You want to be reaching your customers where they're at. If you have a website and you're publishing content, push that out to your social networks. Be sure to follow other industry type accounts in your network. Make sure that they are sharing your content, and that's the way that you're going to build your brand. Number 6, not investing in good design. Now, you can definitely build your own site. You could have your friend's neighbor's nephew build your site for $10 and a case of beer, but that's probably not going to be the best representation of the professionalism that you want your brand to represent. So invest in good design. The way that your website represents your company does matter. If you look at enterprise level brands that are worldwide or even nationwide, they've got great looking websites because they know looks matter, appearance matters, the way that you present information matters. People do judge a book by its cover, so make sure that your website is representing your company as well as it could. Don't look small time, you want to look big time. So this brings me into number 7, which is not asking your SEO company how you can help. There are a lot of things that you are going to need to be involved in, whether that's creating content for your website, whether that's reaching out to partners for links to your website, whether that's investing in certain memberships or directories or whatever it is. You need to be asking your SEO company, how can I help? What can we do to help you? I hate to say it, but sometimes SEO companies need a hand. They need you to be involved in this process and pitch in. We all are busy running our own companies, but if you work together as a team with your SEO company, ideally, that's what you're doing, then together you guys are going to go much farther than you would if you were just shouldering the load by yourselves. Number 8. Thinking that SEO works exactly the same for every website in the universe. Now, I talked about this one before. It is a little bit difficult for people to wrap their head around, but there is no specific mathematical formula that works the exact same for your website and the website down the street and the website over there in another state. There are definitely SEO best practices. There are things that you can do that are the things that you should be doing for generally every site, but every specific type of vertical is going to work a little bit differently, and every single website is going to work a little bit differently. And the reason is that there are many different factors in play, and they're not going to be exactly the same for every website. There is not a one-size-fits-all magic secret formula that works exactly the same for everybody. I could do the exact same thing for one website and then another website over here, and they're going to get slightly different results. The best thing to do is just keep aiming in one direction to where you're always continually improving over the long term. And if you're doing that, if you're going up consistently over time, over the long term, then you're in good shape. And number 9, this is the last one, and it's quitting early. And this happens to a lot of people. You might try blogging for a month and then say, oh, I'm not getting any leads, so I'm gonna quit that. Or I tried making YouTube videos for a month and I didn't get any leads, so I'm gonna quit. Or I tried working with an SEO company for 2 months and nothing happened, so I'm gonna quit. This is the wrong attitude to take. SEO often takes a lot of time to get it going, and especially if there's a lot of ground between you and your competitors. If you're trying to make up miles and miles of ground in a couple of months, and it's not going to happen for you. Some of these strategies take months or maybe even years to get you where you need to go. But like I just said, you want to be continually moving in a good direction. Quitting early is not something that you should do. Now maybe your investment level, the amount of time and resources and effort and labor that you put toward your SEO might taper down, but don't give up on it early. I want to add this in too. If you make changes to your website, if you make all these efforts, build all these links, publish all these content, it doesn't mean that Google picks it up like that and then instantly you're going to rocket to number 1. It usually takes some time, and the reason why is Google has a delayed reaction when you make big sweeping changes to your website. They don't want to tip people off to the exact things that affect changes. So there is a little bit of a delayed reaction. But like I said, if you're trying to gain ground against a big competitor or 24 competitors and you haven't done a whole lot of SEO recently, you're probably going to need to take some time and just work at it consistently. But I'm telling you now, just keep at it, you'll head in the right direction. That wraps up the 9 high-level things that I see small businesses making mistakes with SEO. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. If you have an SEO question that you'd like to see us answer, go ahead and drop it in the comments below. We'll answer it out in a future video. My name's John Locke. My business is Lockdown Design and SEO. We help manufacturing and industrial firms with SEO. If you're getting value from this channel, I would ask you to subscribe. We're going to be publishing new videos each week. That's it for now. Until next time, peace.